give flowers to the legend. We're going to start Diana Taurasi. I'm going to bench Sabrina and cut Caitlin.
Start Diana Taurasi, bench Sabrina Ionescu, and cut Caitlin Clark. With that one statement, Hailey Van Lith didn't just answer a question, she painted a massive target on her back, one bigger than the state of Indiana itself. The Chicago Sky rookie, who hasn't logged a single WNBA minute yet, disrespected the very player who's brought record-breaking viewership to women's basketball.
But Hailey Van Lith, oh, you gave a bad answer.
You can almost feel the tension heating up across the basketball world. Clark, the same player who torched Van Lith for 40-plus points in college twice, now has a whole new reason to bring the fire in their upcoming May 16th showdown. Remember when Taurasi warned Clark that reality is coming? Van Lith just issued her own challenge, without Taurasi's awesome to back it up.
Yikes. Right off the bat, she's feeling the fire from Caitlin Clark fans. Now, she's already felt some fire from Caitlin Clark in the past. To be honest with you, during some LSU Iowa game.
The basketball community is counting down to what may be the most personal revenge game of the season. Let's rewind. Van Lith had just been drafted by the Chicago Sky, an incredible moment and major milestone in her career.
With the 11th pick in the 2025 WNBA draft, the Chicago Sky select Hailey Van Lith, Texas Christian University.
But almost instantly after that moment of triumph, she sparked major controversy. During a light-hearted start, bench, cut interview featuring 3 WNBA stars, Van Lith really chose to cut Caitlin Clark. Yes, that Caitlin Clark. The woman transforming women's hoops with millions of new fans. It was the kind of response that made fans double take and ask, did she actually say that?
I can cut Diana Taurasi since she's retired, and then I'm gonna start Caitlin Clark and bench.
There we go.
Here's the thing, when other rookies were asked the same question, they gave safe, diplomatic answers. Most started Clark, benched Sabrina, and cut Taurasi. That showed respect to the veterans while acknowledging Clark's generational impact.
By the way, I'm just going to say this, if it's right now, cool. The easy thing to do is just say cut Taurasi, she's 42. That's the easy thing to say. But if we're talking about all time, you know what? You probably start Taurasi. Like, Taurasi. Like, if we're talking right now, you clearly cut Taurasi, but you clearly, if it's right now, start Caitlin. There's no reason. Caitlin is not only currently better than Sabrina Ionescu, she's been historically better than Sabrina Ionescu.
But Van Lith went completely off script. She said she'd start Taurasi, bench Sabrina, and cut Clark. Basketball commentators immediately called it a huge misstep. One even said outright, HVL gave the wrong answer. The backlash was immediate and overwhelmingly negative.
To start Diana Taurasi.
Fair. So now clearly you're gonna bench the player that, you know, scored 40 points twice against you the last 2 times you faced her.
I'm going to bench Sabrina and cut Caitlin.
Van Lith's decision is confusing, especially coming from a rookie bench player with 0 pro experience. One analyst even compared it to a new hire insulting the CEO on day one, a bold move that could tank her career before it even starts. Social media exploded. Some believe she's trying to become the league's next villain. Others think she underestimated the gravity of her words. Regardless, she's kicked off a controversy that won't fade away soon. The contrast between her and other rookies is crystal clear. While most are cautiously navigating their entrance into the WNBA, Van Lith dove straight into hot water. It begs the question, is this confidence or overcompensation?
Hailey Van Lith, you are very lucky you are going to be sitting on the bench for the Chicago Sky this year, because Caitlin Clark is going to probably do unspeakable things to your team the first time he's played this season.
Her body language in the interview said it all. Poised, intentional, unshaken. This wasn't a slip-up, it was deliberate. So, does she really think Clark is the weakest of the 3? Or is this an effort to position herself as fearless? Considering their college history, where Clark routinely outshined Van Lith, the comment seems even more baffling. She's placed a bullseye on herself before even stepping onto a pro court. And first impressions in the WNBA, they matter.
Oh, you gave a bad answer. Especially consider the fact you're playing the Fever Game 1. And I hope Caitlin Clark, This is a person who has played the last 2 times she played Caitlin Clark. I'm not joking when I say this. Caitlin Clark put 40 on her team's head. Put 40 on her head directly once.
Now, all eyes are on Hailey Van Lith. She's thrown herself into the spotlight, a spotlight brighter than she may have expected. Her story is no longer just about making it to the pros, it's about this very moment. Especially with Chicago set to face Indiana and Caitlin Clark, those games are now must-watch TV. But here's the twist, this isn't their first clash. It's just the next chapter in a one-sided saga. What happens when the player you just disrespected has already humiliated you on national TV twice? Back in their NCAA days, Iowa versus Louisville was a bloodbath, and Clark averaged 40 points per game in those matchups. That's not a stat line, that's a message.
Clark once again dancing with the basketball, seeing it go through the net.
The footage doesn't lie. One unforgettable moment. Clark hit a deep 3 right in Van Lith's face, and the camera caught it all. Van Lith looked crushed, on the verge of tears, like someone receiving a masterclass in real time.
Look at Caitlin Clark, that's really good. That's really good. I mean, the look of pain on her face. Jesus again.
The talent gap was undeniable. In one third-quarter stretch, Clark hit Van Lith with a crossover, scored through contact, then pulled up from NBA range the next play and drilled a 3. Van Lith was still backpedaling. The Louisville guard could only shake her head as Iowa's lead ballooned to 20. Analysts didn't mince words. This wasn't a duel, it was domination. The moment that sealed it. Clark hit a step-back 3 right in Van Lith's face, then calmly jogged back like it was just another day. Van Lith stood frozen, deflated, and outclassed. It felt like watching someone try to guard Jordan in his prime.
Most important things for Iowa in this game is to be able to secure defensive boards. LSU, an outstanding offensive rebounding team. Clark connects!